warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I have been up since 12:30 pagi tadi. Now it's pagi. So how many hours? 1 malam saya tak tidur. So after this I will go to sleep. Saya nak mulakan dengan ucapan terima kasih kepada all the people who collaborated with us. Pusat Kepimpinan Wanita Tun Fatimah di UKM, Kementerian Pembangunan Wanita, JPW yang telah bekerjasama dengan NCWO untuk menjayakan webinar ini ya. Saya rasa webinar ini sangat penting dan I feel the participants pun agak muda-muda semua, which is correct because topiknya adalah untuk pemimpin muda ya, membina. And kita telah susun program ini seperti yang dinyatakan oleh Prof Dayang earlier on untuk cover the important aspects yang kita nak tengok dalam kepimpinan ya. So you need to understand a few things. You must know like what are the standards for leadership and women. Standards for equality for women to be leaders. So kita berpegang kepada what's happening in our country and international instruments seperti CEDAW yang dinyatakan oleh Shanti tadi dan juga our constitution, our own constitution dan Beijing Platform for Action. We have all been involved in creating or formulating these instruments internationally. So Malaysia memang ratify, Malaysia tanda tangan ya, CEDAW contohnya. So we have to abide by the conventions in CEDAW. So that's why kita ada strong international instrument dan apa yang Shanti cakap tadi is to operationalize this within the country. The most important, I think genting yang kita duk bincang sekarang, contoh I give ya, that about the citizenship of children born of women who are married to who have foreign spouses and the children are born overseas. They don't get automatic citizenship, but the man with a foreign wife can have. So ini adalah some of the things like yang tak betul because we have signed the CEDAW tapi kita masih ada perkara-perkara yang mendiskriminasi ya. And this will happen in leadership too. And this is what we've been happening, kita tunjukkan the whole day to day some of the issues. Tan Sri Nurul contohnya have given us a good example of what the ministry has been doing. And she has given apa yang berlaku dalam public sector contohnya ya. That we've gone quite far from up to 36%. Kita dah beyond the minimum of 30% of women in leadership dalam public sector. Private sector pun kita leadership is rising but not as fast as in the public sector. Sungguh pun kita dah buat policy ya, menggalakkan mereka to put more women in the boards and so on ya. Kerajaan telah membuat banyak program dan strategi untuk menambahkan women in leadership positions. Then I think we had some of the things you need to understand to be a good leader like diversity. I think Prof Zaleha did a very good job of talking about diversity. And she herself is an example of diversity. Saya rasa dia macam ambassador. I told her, next time you become our ambassador of diversity. So diversity sangat penting bagi leaders to recognize, you know, it's not just about gender diversity, but she has listed like I don't know how many, beberapa diversity, you know, ability contohnya. Orang, you cannot like one glove fits all, tak boleh in our strategies, yeah, because people differ and you need to address the differences. So that's how you become a good leader. And that shows the caring part of the leader, you know, when you can accept and you embrace all the diversity and you take action to address this, you are caring, yeah, and that's a very important sifat of a leader. And then I think Prof Suzaili stressed on some, you see, mental resilience sangat penting, bagi women. You may have skills, you may have knowledge, but the emotional and mental strength that you need to overcome societal punya prejudice, societal punya expectations, societal norms yang agak lapuk, that stereotype women dan sebagainya, like women should be in the home, women should take care of the home, so work-life balance become quite a problem. It's a bigger burden for women than for men, because of all this. So you need that strength, mental strength and emotional strength to be able to say, no, despite all this, I can still be a leader. That confidence is what we seek, and that mental strength is what's important, because gender is about a social construct. It's about dealing with other people. It's not about DNA or genetic differences. It is a social construct. There's a power relation there, and women don't get that power, it's automatically given to the men. So the hurdles need mental strength. I enjoyed very much the last one, the forum, the panel. I like to see young people really share, what they've been doing to become leaders. So I just want to share with you a few points. Bagi saya, to start with, to be a good leader, you must know what is your purpose wherever you are. Whether you are a leader in your organization, leader in an NGO, leader in a specialty, leader dalam organization you must say, what's my purpose? Why am I here? What's my responsibility? What am I going to add? Apa dia value, nilai apa saya nak tambah pada perkara, as a leader in all these organizations or institution yang saya terlibat. I think it's very important to be true to yourself, and so that you are not sidetracked by other agenda, because it's easy to be sidetracked. Orang boleh datang influence us in different ways, and you can be swayed from your original agenda to be a leader for the organization or for a group of people or whatever. So determine that purpose and stay to that purpose, because purpose tu will drive the outcome. Kalau you ada purpose and you know this is the outcome you want, tapi kalau you tak ada purpose, is not strong, then you go in all directions. So that's not a good leader, because that leader can be swayed, and not swayed by the purpose, but swayed by other agenda. So do remember that. And to be a leader sekarang ni is very challenging, because we are in a very dunia kita ni berubah sangat, so many changes, particularly technology. So one of the things you need to master nak jadi leader is the technology itself. And particularly teknologi ni macam-macam. In your own field you ada teknologinya, tapi what's common to us I think is ICT, the newer ICTs. You must be able to handle this ICT, because dengan ICT ni communication become very important. Now we can connect with so many people, right? Tadi you spoke about networking, collaborating. Now ICT is enabling this. So to be a leader, kalau kita tak IT savvy, you can never be a leader nowadays, because so many things are coming through the ICT. Look, today Zoom meeting ni kalau tak tahu buat, memang tak boleh lah. So komunikasi sangat penting. There's another thing, communication is not about the IT only, but it's also about oral and written, and you need to be a role model. When you communicate with people, you want to show that you are the role model, and you can inspire, and you can only do that through communication. And that's why you must be a good a person who can communicate very effectively. And you communicate as a team player, not as a boss, but as a team player, because a leader has to work with other people. So other people maknanya, apart from networking, you must show that you have those skills where you can work with others. And that's why I say role modeling means you need to show good example of being a leader, yeah, and not your personal example, but you also create the environment. Tadi Dr. Suzaili ada cakap about healthy environment, kan? So you need to create that very professional environment where people feel safe. They can blossom, they can grow, and you are helping them to do it. Yeah, you mentor, you coach, and you help them. Yeah, and you treat them as colleagues. I told you, not the boss, not the one apa Syahirah cakap tadi, power, having power over. No, you work with power to. You work with others to achieve your goals. Yeah, so you need to have that professional environment. You create a very good environment for conducive for the people you work with. And for women, you must understand there are lots of things you need to do to help them with the life-work balance. Yeah. Okay, the other one is about that's about being collegial. Yeah, is to work, to be responsible for your colleagues. Jangan as a leader, you always want to blame others. Itu bukan leader, ya. A leader will always take the responsibility for the team, for the people they are working with, yeah. So remember that. The other one I feel is integrity. Integrity too is working, is you have your own moral and ethical compass all the time. Orang tak tengok pun, you akan work according to your ethics and your moral judgment. Yeah. So it's about honesty. It's about your character, your respect for people. These are the leaders. These are leadership values. Yeah. You know what's wrong, what's right, and you do it. You do what's right, you avoid what's wrong. So ini yang kita kata ethical mind tu, ya. So you will never dishonor yourself. This is integrity. And then caring. I told you a bit tadi, caring. When you look at others, you deal with others in a very, you are very receptive to what they are experiencing, and you also understand yourself so that you don't put your frustration or your anger or your prejudice, you don't transfer it to them, okay? Because then the caring goes away, because you are dealing with your own problems instead of addressing their needs. Yeah. So caring means being receptive to other people's needs and taking action. Despite you having your frustration, you try to identify those and you take care of that so that it doesn't come in the way of you dealing with other people. To me, that's being caring. Yeah. So what diversity, ada macam-macam differences, kan? You can identify and you can embrace this and take action to address this. You are caring. Yeah. Okay, so I just want to say that always as a leader, pegang pada prinsip ini. Treat others as you want others to treat you. Katalah somebody is rude to you, you know. I had this question before, no? How do you treat rude bosses? So your job is not to be rude again, not to be rude to the other person, even though it's not your boss, your colleagues. You say, how do I want myself to be treated in such a situation? Then you treat that person that way. Even though they dah spew lava coming out from the mouth, you must still be patient and show that leadership quality. Yeah. At the end of the day, people will respect you for that. It's hard. I was not like this when I was young, long time ago, but you learn along the way, okay? So you will learn, but you have the advantage of me telling you very early, do this. Last time nobody told me, so I had to learn the painful way that I have to treat others as I want them to treat me. Yeah? Always step back, you know. Orang rude to you, you step back, jangan jawab immediately. Think and calm yourself and then baru cakap, ya. Kalau tidak, that's not a leader lah, ya. Okay, I just want to say that it's never, as a leader, it's not wrong to dream. You must dream. A lot just now I heard our young people say they have to plan, they make the aims, the goals, and they plan, they strategize, you know, take action. But you must also dream, because then you have vision and you must believe in that dream and go for it. Yeah, leaders do this. Followers, they will follow your plan. Yeah, but as a leader, you also take time to dream and to work on that. Yeah, janganlah dream saja. Okay, and I want to say that all of you who are here at this seminar, I think you should be proud, because a lot of you are university, either you're graduates or you're university students, you're young leaders. You've come so far dari sekolah and all that, you know. So you've come quite a long way, and you must believe in yourself and have confidence that you can go further. That's number one. And you can go further by not following other people's path. You can explore new methods, new ways, yeah? And when you do that, you are going to leave a trail behind you. You become a trailblazer. I think every leader must dream to be a trailblazer. So that's your dream. You must do that. And remember, as a leader, you bukan keseorangan. Remember, please enjoy as a leader your journey, but remember you are going with your friends and your colleagues. So always work with them and work at the highest standards for women, yeah? Because you're going to be a women leader, and to achieve for women at the highest standards, like the CEDAW standards, fulfill all the rights that women should have, contohnya. And then fulfill your lives, have rich experiences along the way. And remember the experiences. Jangan collect barang, jangan collect medals, jangan collect degrees. Don't collect things. Collect experiences, because experiences that you are going to tell other people, yeah? And they are going to learn from your experiences. So I want to go back and tell you that I said, you must know your purpose. Start with a purpose. When you go on your journey, when you have a purpose, you have a goal, and you are confident, then you believe in yourself, you are going to succeed. So that's all I'm going to tell you. I'm going to say to you, thank you very much.